remember where your daddy went?
To God.
He went to God?
Yep.
Kody and I met in high school, probably our freshman year through some mutual friends. And we had lunch together our sophomore year. And he was talking about going to the zoo with his mom, and I told him I hadn't been to the zoo in a long time. And he was like, well, you should go with us. And I was like, okay, sure. And then that morning he showed up at my front door. And later that night I realized that we were on a date. And that's how we ended up together. And we were together ever since. He was home for my first 7 months of my pregnancy, and then he deployed. And he missed the birth. He did Skype it. And then he met our son when he was 6 months old. And he was home for about 18 months. And then he left again. And he was gone for about 2 weeks. And then I had to FaceTime him and tell him I was pregnant again. He wanted to have a family. And I mean, look at us. We're 24, have a house, have 2 kids, 2 dogs, you know, like those were his goals. So he wanted to be that all-American family.
I was actually on my way here from Louisiana when Levi was being born. We were at a rest area in Lake City, I'll never forget it, and Kody called me, and he was so incredibly sad that he wasn't here for the birth of his son. And you know, I'm sitting in a rest area just trying to console him, and I told him, I said, you know, Kody, it's okay. I mean, you're gonna have so many birthdays with Levi. This isn't gonna be, you know, he doesn't remember that you won't be here for this one. You're gonna have so many birthdays with him. And now, that's not the case. You know, he was hit by a drunk driver maybe a mile from where he was born. He was born on NAS Jax, and he was killed right outside the gates of NAS Jax. And I was there for his first heartbeat, and I, you know, felt his very last heartbeat, and I don't think anybody should have to go through that, and it wasn't necessary. It was not something that had to happen. Ultimately, somebody getting behind the wheel after drinking, and he took all of that from all of us.
Think about the little girl's life that you are changing forever. That little 1-year-old that's gonna look at the picture and cry about her daddy, because that's whose life they're taking away by getting behind the wheel. They're ruining that little girl's life.
If I had 5 more minutes with him, I would just tell him how proud I was of him and what an amazing man he grew into.
I mean, I talk to him all the time. He may not answer me in voice, but he comes to me in my dreams. So I'll take that.
Somebody drinking and driving, there's just no way to justify that you are able to take that from another family. Do I think he set out to do something like this? Absolutely not. I don't think it was intentional, but you intentionally drank, so you know the consequences.